So to get a nice interface friendly UI, what you're going to do is you're going to need Docker for your workstation to get Open WebUI going. So if you've not done it already, go ahead and download and install Docker for Windows real quick. You will go to docs.docker.com/desktop/setup/install/windows-install/ and download Docker for desktop. And let's go ahead and run the install for Docker real quick. Let's go ahead and select all users installation and use WSL2 instead of Hyper-V. Allow Windows containers. And we're going to add a shortcut to the desktop. It's going to start unpacking immediately. And it wants us to restart Windows to complete the installation. So let's go ahead and do that. So after you've done restarting your workstation, the window should start popping up to install and configure Docker. Go ahead and accept this guy. And it's going to ask you if you're trying to use Docker for work or personal. So what you can do is you can type in your email address and all that good info. And I'll go ahead and sign in with my Google account. And it's going to send us a 6-digit code to the email. And let's verify this. And while it's doing this, it's thinking, starting the Docker engine. I am going to quit the configuration for Docker Desktop WSL, which is a Windows subsystem for Linux, as I don't plan on doing anything with that at the moment, so we can worry about this later. And looks like it decided to exit. Let's open up CMD real quick. And we'll do a docker --version. And we have Docker version 29.6.1, build 8900 F1D installed on our workstation. Let's open the command prompt again and look at our Ollama list to make sure if it's running or not. So we got DeepSeek Coder, Command R, Qwen3 4B, Qwen3 30B running on our workstation. So the next thing to do is to download and open up WebUI. So what you're going to do on the command line, you're going to type in docker pull ghcr.io /open -web UI /open -web UI :main. And we instantly get this error. Let's open Docker real quick and see what we can do here. So it's still giving us an error. Very interesting. I guess we can go ahead and get the Windows subsystem for Linux going. So let's do WSL --install. And you kind of go as you learn. It looks like it's downloading and installing Ubuntu. Really? Cool. All right, so we got WSL going, the Windows subsystem for Linux lets you run your favorite Linux tools, utilities, applications, and workflows directly on Windows. Interesting. I like this. All right, so it already went ahead and created a default account for me. That is nice. That is nice. And I'll create a password for myself. All right. We updated the password. Would you like to opt in to platform metrics collections? Yes, absolutely. Oh, nice. We're running Linux. Awesome. I like this. Let's open up another command prompt or PowerShell prompt. That's fine. Let's see if the engine is responsive. Since I closed it, Docker info. It's giving me a Linux error. Not too worried about that at the moment. Let's do a docker run -d -p 3000 colon 8080 dash add host is equal to host.docker not internal host gateway -v open -webui :/app :backend /data name open -webui ghcr.io /open -webui /open -webui :main. So this is supposed to pull and run Open WebUI. Let's give that a shot. Failed to connect to Docker API at this pipe. Check if the path is correct and if the daemon is running. And system cannot find the file specified. Let's further troubleshoot this. Let's go ahead and click on Docker Desktop again. Come on, come on. It's a little complicated to set up at once, but once it runs beautifully. There we go. It is running. Nice. All right, let's try this again. Haha. It is pulling the download for Open WebUI at last. All right, there we go. We got our container ID. We got Open WebUI running on port 3080. Let's click on this guy. And there we go. We got this guy going. Get started with OpenUI. I'll go ahead and fill all of this in, and we'll create an admin account. It's got all these nice features: stream reason display, folder upload and knowledge bases, memory system context toggle, speech to text request form, tidy or automatic memories, API configs for the environment. This is going to be nice to use. And provider failure events, arena models, and clearer high contrast sidebar selection, and so on and so forth. Let's go. Wow, this looks really, really nice. And I can select my LLM models from here. Amazing. And I got my workspace. I love it. And it's running on my local host. And that's how you do it, everyone.